I guess lastly, there's just odds and ends. I did bring a pair of Birkenstocks. These are the foam ones, so they're lighter than the leather ones that they have. I'm glad I brought camp shoes. Probably could get a little lighter than these, but they actually are pretty light, and they did the trick in camp. They only had a few ounces, and it was nice to be able to walk around at the end of the day. My feet did get pretty swollen by the end of the trip, so it was nice to be able to take my shoes off and not have to worry about walking around with my shoes in camp. I actually brought two chargers instead of one, so I could divvy up between which ones I was using for my phone and which one I was using for my smartwatch. I wouldn't have done that this time around just because my cell phone did definitely used a lot of power. My watch didn't. I used a Coros Apex, and the watch, the battery life on these are pretty insane, and they charge really quick. So I was able to charge this super quick when I got to a town, um, and my you just going into subways or a the cafe. I didn't taking 0 days and I didn't sleep in any town, so that's what I had to rely on. But I did charge these. This had a 2 charger on it, so I ended up just plugging both of those in at the same time, and then I would charge both of those when I was in town. Um, but I think that's about all I used on the trip. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. There's very few things that I would change. I probably have a lighter. I mean, these weren't carrying an extra one of these wasn't actually any too much more weight than bringing one that carried. This could charge 2 phones. This could charge one, and having two kind of made it easier to be able to put them in different parts of the backpack. That was pretty much the only benefit of that. And again, I thought I would take more to charge my watch, but that watch was pretty amazing. I was able to do on ultra mode the whole trip with this, so that was cool. So I have the whole thing on Strava. I can also send a link to that if you would like. And that's it. That's all my gear I used. Thanks for watching. And if there's any other videos that you'd like to hear about, been doing more ultra running adventures more than fast backing adventures recently. But I'll continue to try to post videos. Thanks so much. Bye.